Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 435S S DBA. This is a square back style bump up threshold that is very commonly seen in residential applications. It is typical and normal for the seal material to be long. That's a bit longer than normal, but it'll certainly run a bit long. And the threshold, the 435S, is representative of this profile of this item. Since this is certainly far longer than the client needs, and I can see that we've got excess at the other end, I'm going to trim that down for the purposes of our video. That's what the 435S looks like. The dimensional properties of this item are listed down below, and you can see from that we're dealing with something that's 3 1/8 inch wide on the aluminum portion, and then 1 inch tall. However, they don't calculate the projection of the insert, which is likely to be about 1/4 inch. Yeah, about 3 5/16. Okay, so your door is going to obviously just close and make contact with the face of the S or silicone material. This is very often seen in residential applications where you have a basement door, where you have a garage door, a side door, a garage door that leads outside, or an attached garage door, and then that exterior door, where you will literally come up and just make contact with the face of this, and that's how this is going to seal. I see them all the time in that sort of application. Okay, this sort of high dam principle a lot of people like, because it will give them the ability to tolerate maybe a heavier undercut than standard with that 1 inch overall height, and still give them the seal that they need and the ability to close off the bottom of that doorway. So the 435S is representative of this shape and its dimensions. The S in the part number refers to silicone. That means the insert is made of silicone. And the product brochure below this video will allow you to review all of the other inserts available for the 435S. Actually, let's see here now. It will. Yeah, well, does it? Oh, it most certainly does. Forgive me. 435S finishes. Let's go over the catalog. Mill for mill aluminum. That will be just what aluminum looks like when it's extruded at the mill. DBA is going to be your dark bronze anodized, and then GLD will be gold anodized. You can do this insert in V for vinyl, N for neoprene, S for silicone, and then W, that's going to refer to a pile type insert. Very short mohair pile. The differences between all of them, in summary, will be, if you're looking for the least expensive, you want vinyl. If you're looking for something that will be very good with water intrusion, neoprene is excellent. If you want something that will feature an ability to tolerate significantly high temperatures and a great broad temperature range and stay flexible, silicone. If you're looking for something that's incredibly compressible, you can really flatten it out, you might want the W or the pile insert, because you might have a door that needs to close and will be incredibly tight at one end, like a 32nd of an inch, but still then have 3/16 of an inch over at the lock side, let's say, because maybe your door's got a bow or a warp or a giddy up in it. The other vinyl neoprene silicone won't tolerate that as well, because you'll really be smashing it down on the one side. So that's where I might use a pile insert like that. There's a couple of documents. Product catalog, product brochure. Okay, they're just different versions of that same document, and we'll just leave that there. This is listed in the website in lots of different lengths, everything from 2 foot to 8 foot, with many sizes in the middle or in between all of that. This is going to include screws and a complementary finish, or at least the head will be in a complementary finish. It'll be flat head. These look like they're about 10 by probably 1 3/4 inches. flathead sheet metal screws that will allow you to at least get the installation process started. But if you have need for a custom length, by all means, let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field the length that you want this material made at. The reasoning is if you had to take this 3-foot piece and cut it down to, say, 32 inch, you're going to eliminate that first dimple that's there. Okay? You're going to be stuck cutting it, but you're going to be stuck drilling and countersinking, and sometimes it's the countersinking that people realize, oh gosh, I don't have a countersink to get that hole properly re-drilled. Then your centers won't be uniform down the edge of the threshold. So if you have need for a custom length, the factory's cutting them out of probably 16.5-foot extrusions anyway. So just indicate what size you want. If you have a 32-inch door, a wood door and frame, the door might be 32-inch, and the inside of that frame might be 32.25. Order the next longest piece. Indicate the net size that you want. We'll not only give you the right length, but we'll give you that first countersink at the proper distance from the edge and the proper center as well, is what we'll do. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Hager products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. The name Hager is actually Hager Hinge. That's how they're really known. But when you review that catalog, you'll see that they do far more than hinges. And in fact, they do everything but the door and frame itself. Hinges, lock sets, exit devices, door closers, obviously weather stripping, trim and auxiliary hardware, sliding door hardware, continuous hinges under Roton, electrified hardware, auxiliary hardware like signage. And their line continues to grow. And they have a very unique system of a very unique keying system where they have a single unit, a single key that will pass both conventional construction cylinders and interchangeable core construction cylinders. This key features both a shoulder stop and a tip stop, which is just really ingenious. And the reason that they do that is because you might need to have a job where you have conventional core, but then there are certain parts of your facility that interchangeable core would be superior, meaning if you had to change a cylinder on an exit device or on a removable mullion, you've got to disassemble that hardware to get that cylinder out. But if you can mix interchangeable core on the same property as conventional core with a single keyway, Hager's the name for it. Any questions on the 435S in an S silicone in a DBA finish or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.